Hey guys! In this lecture, we'll let the app play message videos when users tap the video messages. First, we need to make the app respond to user taps by implementing a method in the delegate flow layout protocol that JSQ messages adopt. Its method collection view did tap message bubble at index path. We'll let the chat view implement this method. Alright, did tap. Okay, then we need to override this method. Okay, now let's print the location of the message being tapped. This is a string. By implementing this method, we know which message was tapped. It's indexed in the message array, actually. Alright, great. Now, let's run the app and see if it's true. Later, also in this method, we'll display a player view to play the video in this message. We'll do that shortly. Alright, let's first send a photo message. This one. Now, tap it. Great. The app knows we've tapped the first message. Now, let's send a video message. This one looks nice. And tap it. Cool, the app knows that too. But it doesn't know if this is a video message or not. So, we need to check that by first extracting the message from the message array based on the message index we received. Okay, so now we'll need to first check if this is a text message or a media message. And if it's a media message, then check if it's a photo message or a video message. Recall that there's two ways to create a JSQ media message, either from a photo or from a video. If it's a video message, then we'll present a player to play it. Or at least that's our plan. Okay, first check if message is a media message. Here, is media message is a property of JSQ message class. Here it is. It's the type of Boolean, which is true if the message instance is a media one. Okay, so if our message is a media message, we'll present a view to show the content of the message. Okay, so first let's define a player to, actually let's present a view to display this player. Alright, its input will be a player view, controller, okay, controller. Alright, cool. We do need animation and do nothing upon completion. Okay. Now the player view controller will be used to display a player. This player is an AV player instance, which is instantiated based on the URL of our message video. Alright, cool. This video URL is attached to the message when we created it, after the user picked the video. It's converted to the NS URL type before being attached to the video. So, we can instantiate an AV player from it. Okay, we can extract this URL from the message using its media property. This is a property of the JSQ message class of type JSQ message media data, which returns the media item attached to the message. Okay, this is the media item we encoded into the message before. We need to convert this media item into a JSQ video to get back the video. So, after extracting the media item, we need to cast it as a, let's see, a JSQ video media item. The question mark means the result can be nil because the media might be a photo. If not nil, we can then view the extracted video. Okay, now we can input the video URL to the player initializer. Cool. As mentioned before, we'll need a player view controller to display this AV player. This one, to present it to the chat view. Now, actually, we need to initialize this player view controller using the initializer of the AV player view controller. Actually, we haven't had this class now, so let's import the AV kit package. Okay, now we can use the AV player view controller class. So, AV player view controller. It's a class in the AV kit library that can be used to display an AV player. It's a subclass of UI view controller, so we can present it to the chat view. Alright, We can now use the initializer of the AV player view controller to create the player view controller we want. And the last step is to let this player view controller know what it needs to display via its player property. This is a property of the AV player view controller that is of the type optional AV player. So, we'll assign it the AV player we created before from our message video. There's an error. Let's see. The type is not right. See, when we create an AV player from URL, the URL should be an NS URL, but it's not. Yeah, right. When we extracted the media content from the message, we converted it into a JSQ video media item. So the extracted content is in fact the JSQ video media item. Then from it, we get the video URL. Its name is kind of misleading now, so let's change it to media item. All right. Now, to create the AV player, we need to, from the media item, extract the URL. We can do that because the JSQ video media item has a file URL property holding the NS URL it carries. So, yeah, that's it. We extract the video URL from the message, create a player for the video, then present a view to display this player. Initially, we create the media item by assigning its file URL property the chosen video. Then we extract this media item from the message and get the video from its file URL property. Okay, let's send a video message and test it out. All right, this one again, and send, tap it, and play. Great, it's working. The video is displaying nicely. All right, if it's still a bit confusing, let's disconnect the player containing our video from the video view controller. The player property of the player view controller is optional, meaning it can be nil. So we can disconnect our video player from the player view controller to see what this view controller really is. We can imagine it's something to display videos without video content. All right, the app is still working. Let's send and view a video again. Choose video library and our video. All right, now let's play it. Nothing happens. The video player view controller shows up, but it doesn't know what to play. That's why we need to tell it. Okay, that's it. We'll use Firebase to manage data during the rest of the course. See you then.